Sunday the 22nd of January. I'm on the land at the back of us, zooming in, and I hope you can see that we've now got the railings in along that wall, and also the little gate is in. I'm stood by our satellite dish, and here's another shot of the railings, and there's a little gate. This is the first filming I've done this week. I'm actually stood in the doorway to our bedroom, and this week they've built a fireplace, and it's purely decorative because there's no chimney, but we've got an electric fire that looks like a wood burner, and that will fit in the gap. The noise you can hear is the spraying. David's made our reches and he's just spraying them. Very dedicated as it's a Sunday. The other big thing they've done this week is put artificial beams on the ceiling. Again, this is still our bedroom. I'm now in the second bedroom, looking out the window, and here's one he did earlier. This is all finished. Doesn't that look fantastic? That is the traditional Spanish ceiling with the curves up between the beams. Also this week, we're looking at the end of the passageway where our trastero door used to be, and they bricked it up, but now they've put insulation in and another layer of bricks on top, and then they'll looks like they have rendered it, but it hasn't dried out yet. We've also cleaned the windowsills a bit, and we're putting the first protective coat to protect against the weather onto the wood prior to the stain going on. We're going to stain them a dark brown to match the beams. Stood in the shade area of the stable now, just looking down the aisle. Not a lot different really, well, nothing different with the boxes, but the tack room floor obviously hasn't been cleaned yet, but this is all being completely done. And today Pete and I made the kitchen units that will fit along that back wall there. I say we made them, we just put them together, not exactly made them. This is going into the barn now, and oops. Done white, all the archways are white. Just got to do the edge along there, and then we'll clean those poles off and paint them black. And he started to bring some gravel in as well, so I think the concrete will be going down in here fairly soon. Dogs have spotted a stray dog, that's what all the noise is. And the other thing they've done this week is, on the end of the barn, they've started to build our outdoor kitchen, and that's it there. So here's another shot, and you can see where the outdoor kitchen fits on the end of the barn. And that's a roundup for the end of week 16. It's Wednesday the 25th of January in the afternoon, and as you can see, the stable doors are on. And also the tack room door. Tack room floor is all tiled, obviously needs a lot of clearing up in here. There's some bricks down there to form a base for the kitchen units, so they'll be going in the next few days. This is looking from just outside the shade area. You can see the gate posts are now in on that archway, and all the floor has been concreted. So the only bit that hasn't been done in the stable is the barn. That's still to be concreted. Outdoor kitchen's coming along. It's got the waterproof on the roof, and Tony's just sorting out the right hand edge, and all the insides and outsides being rendered as well. I'm in the spare bedroom now, and we've now got 3 walls white. That end one, along with the window, and at this end one. So there's just the wall with the door in to be done. Have a look at our ceiling. Can't remember if I've done this. This is the ceiling in the hallway outside the second bedroom, and that's completely finished as well. I'm leaning over backwards to do this. It's Sunday the 29th of January now. We're at the end of week 17. I'm in the stable, got the door on the hinges at the end. I've been putting the protection on the wood, and I'll be starting to stain quite soon as well. The tack room now is nearly finished. We've got our IKEA's best, or rather IKEA's cheapest kitchen units in. Just need to get some granite to go on the top. It's very cheap out here. Those are ready for staining as well, those windows. David, who's working on the house but can do just about anything, has made these railings, whatever you call them, to go along the edge by the door, and they'll all be painted black. Both boxes will have them, and then there'll be another one in that gap there, which curves down at the top to match it, but he hasn't made that yet. This is the inside of the barn, all white now, all except for just a little strip along the ceiling where that was open. But now the top of that wall, as you can see, is all filled in and all rendered over and whited over. These gate posts are back in situ now, and there's a gate being made to fit them. So all this area now, the shade area, is now all concreted and right the way through the stable. The only bit that hasn't been done is the barn for the floor. The outdoor kitchen is coming along, just waiting for the tiles for the roof. You can see that it's got the chimney finished. David's also made all the rechers for the house, which have all had the first coat, and then you can see the gate that's going to fit in between the stable and the shade area on top, which needs the first coat. Looking into the second bedroom, and now this is almost complete. It's completely white, the beams, and you've now got a tiled floor. Not grouted or anything yet. Just this room being tiled. Just to finish off, I'm at the back of our land, on my neighbour's land, and just a view across from the paddocks. You can see the stable, and we've got the gate on now, and you can see the door, the big door on the end of the stable. And then there's the house. And that's the fortnightly roundup.